estoy en tu casa.
Escápate conmigo esta noche, bebé. Te quiero comer.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your Money Smart guy, Matt Sapaula here, hailing to you from the Money Smart Whip here. This is what the Mercedes Mille Miglia SL 550 AMG edition. But what a joy it is to be an entrepreneur. And why do I wear red? Why does my car wear red? Why do I wear red on Fridays? So I wear red on Fridays simply because it's this movement called Red Fridays, R-E-D. Red means remember everyone deployed. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt Sapaula, commonly known as the Money Smart Guy. And I am a veteran entrepreneur. I served 8 years in the Marine Corps and did a few tours overseas, 3 years on a Navy ship, the USS Okinawa, Tripoli, and the Bellawood. And I was part of the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit, 36th Marine Expeditionary Unit, all special operations capable type units. What's going on, Nanju? How you doing, brother, from Miami? I got a special announcement about Miami here this weekend. So I'm on my way right now to a breakfast meeting with a new soon-to-be business partner. Independent contractor. She's coming from another financial firm working together with us. But anyway, Red Fridays is about remembering everybody deployed. And I remember when I was deployed overseas, my morale went up higher when I was overseas, even though I was very down myself. I felt very lonely, even though I was with around my brothers in combat, in uniform. But I felt very comforted knowing that people back home were thinking about us, because that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for you. We're fighting for freedom. We're fighting for America. We're fighting to not just live freedom, but to defend freedom and to advance freedom. And if you so choose to partake in this movement to remember everyone deployed, I would love to see you participate in this movement where you can wear red on Fridays just to honor your fellow service members and your brothers and sisters in uniform deployed overseas to defend and protect our freedoms, our liberties. And let me share with you a quick story. Good morning, Michaud. Let me give you a story of why I feel so inspired to be an entrepreneur. I remember when I first started my career in 1999 in the financial industry, and finally decided to open up my own shop in 2001. Decided to go on in business for myself in 2001. At 2001, I've never worked for anybody ever since. I've never taken a paycheck outside of any paycheck that I've created. In other words, I haven't had a W-2 since then. Everything I've earned since then was because I've built a business or created a value because I've found some problem to solve. But good morning, Kenya. Good morning, Deanne. And I remember 9/11. I think everybody here remembers 9/11. I think you know exactly where you were September 11th, 2001. Happens to be my wife's birthday, ironically enough. But I remember 6 months after that, I was washing a coffee pot because I was still in the reserves. I was a crew chief on Blackhawks, and I was a gunner, crew chief gunner on Blackhawks. And I remember washing a coffee pot in the morning. I was about to drop off my son for school, and the coffee pot shattered in my hand. And it sliced open these 3 fingers around the knuckle area. And I remember putting a towel around it and having to go to the emergency room, thinking, typical guy, and the only time I'm going to the hospital if I'm dying. But literally this cut opened up 3 of my fingers, and I can see the joints. And it's not something I could put a Band-Aid over. I figured I needed some deep stitches. Anyway, make a long story short, 9/11 happened. The unit I was with, they got deployed. I stayed behind in the rear with the gear. Because at that time I've already did 10 years in the military, and I said, you know what, as much as I wanted to deploy, I had a son to fight for. I had my family to fight for. And on top of that, I just started my business. I just started my career working for myself as an entrepreneur in the insurance industry, in the financial industry. And as much as I would love to deploy, I figured my responsibilities shifted. And good morning, Jennifer Jung. How are you? Thank you for wearing red on Fridays. And so I remember going to the hospital, go to emergency room, and says, look, sir, you need to see a hand specialist because you actually sliced open tendons. They have to stitch the tendons together. You just didn't open up your skin. So they sent me to this hand specialist down the street right here in Elmhurst. And would you believe that the lady that was receiving me at the hand surgeon's office happened to be the wife of one of my crew chiefs, which was deployed with Bravo Company 1106, right here out of Illinois, deployed to Iraq. And she told me, hey Matt, did you hear? I said, I didn't hear. Did you hear about Cheney? I said, no, I didn't hear about Cheney. She says, man, they got shot down. Did you hear about Tammy Duckworth? What happened? Got shot down. Later come to find out Cheney had passed away. Come to find out that Tammy Duckworth, my company commander at the time, who was also a pilot on Blackhawks, she was fighting for her life. She got overnighted to a Walter Reed hospital, and meanwhile she was fighting for her life. Come to find out, she later survived, but she lost her legs. And many of you know her today as Senator Tammy Duckworth. And anyway, make a long story short, I just felt in my heart and mind at that time I was spared. I felt in my heart that, you know what, God spared me from being deployed. He spared me from being overseas. He wanted that God was in my life, that there's a special hand in my destiny and my purpose, that He kept me in the rear of the gear, because literally if it wasn't for the medical letter of my doctor saying that I had a very a deep injury in my back, I had stenosis, I would have been deployed. Had it not been for that letter, the flight surgeon would have never signed off that I was non-deployable due to a medical condition, that I've still yet to go to the VA to file my disability claim. I don't think I ever will. That's another story. But I just felt in my heart of hearts that I was spared to do something big. I was spared to do something great. I was spared to build a business. I was spared to be a father. I was spared to be a son. I was spared to be a pillar in our community. I was spared to be somebody back home. That my time in the military, deployed overseas on active duty, was already behind me. And I remember telling myself, Lord, if that's the case, then you better bless me. You better bless me with clients. You better bless me with growth. You better bless me, because you ask not, you have not. So in my prayers, in my time alone with the Lord, with God, that was my deepest, darkest prayers. If that's the case, God, then you've got to open the door to something then. And listen, God ain't gonna necessarily answer your prayer right away, but that was my prayer. That was what I was speaking. That's what I felt in my heart, in my mind. That's what I needed to do. And so Michelle Adams says, favor. Kenya says that my steps were ordered. Well, praise the Lord, it was ordered. And so, make a long story short, I've been an entrepreneur now since 2001, and I feel that me walking in courage, me walking in faith, because as you know, as an entrepreneur, man, sometimes you don't know where the bills are going to get paid. You don't know where the next client's going to come from. You don't know where your next staff member is to help you take your next business to the next level is going to come from. You don't know the thing that you've been working on in terms of business development, that something finally develops, that finally a client or an opportunity appears. You shake the trees long enough and the fruits will fall. And that's what I kept doing, because I knew in my heart, I knew that the Lord spared me for something. Now, this isn't a religious talk, it isn't a Bible talk. I'm just talking about my experience. And sure enough, one client led to another, one client led to another, one client led to another, one new hire led to another, one opportunity led to another, one conversation led to another. I just kept in the grind, kept my feet in front, moving. And I remember getting my first opportunity to be on radio and TV. I did radio for the first 6 months in 2008. This was during the recession. And then 2008, 2009, I finally got my first shot on TV on WGN to talk about how to turn a nightmare, how to avoid turning your financial nightmare into a reality, and how to actually live your dream. And I remember having those opportunities. I remember getting a call from the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago to promote Money Smart Week. And through my work with the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, Money Smart Week, I got the nickname Money Smart Guy. And all these things just started developing and happening, unfolding for me because I just operated in faith that I knew deep down inside I had to do something with business. I had to do something great. I had to do something special. Why? Because I could have been the one shot down. I could have been the one that had lost my legs. I could have been the one disabled. I could have been the one with half a mind or half a body. I knew I had to do something big. And I'm thinking about you right now. I'm thinking about your steps. I'm thinking about your decisions that you don't know what you're exactly going through, but you know deep down inside, something special is there. You don't have the fruits of your labor come out yet. You don't have the clientele yet. You don't have the business partners yet. You don't have the right opportunities unfold before you, but you know it's there. You know it's there. It's deep down inside, but you just got to keep working at it. And sometimes you can't compare yourself to other people because you're saying, well, they got in their business successful in 6 months or a year or 5 years. Listen, most overnight successes don't happen for about 10 years. And that's what happened to me. I'm not saying it's going to happen 10 years for you, but, because God may have a different order for your steps for you. And the reason why I wear red, listen, when I park, I'm very particular. I want to park away from everybody. As soon as I park, everybody's parking around. I'm just going to back up and park in a different area because I don't like people opening up their doors in my car. Sorry, guys. I'm a little particular about it. This. By the way, some of you guys watch me on YouTube. My wife and I have attained some success the last couple of years. I'm the coach, I'm the motivator, I'm the recruiter, I'm the trainer, and my wife is a licensed agent. She sees clients, she helps clients, and we've finally started attaining some success after lots and lots of heartaches and setbacks. And last year we bought our first listen, as long as I've been an entrepreneur, this is the first year that we've actually bought a Mercedes. This is the first year we actually bought a brand new car, right? We bought a platinum edition Cadillac Escalade. But for many years, I was driving used cars. Many years I was grinding it out with not the best of the best. And the reason why I wear Red Fridays is because not only am I thinking about my brothers and sisters in uniform deployed overseas, RED, remember everyone deployed, but I'm thinking about what happens if I didn't step out in faith. What happens if I didn't step out with courage? Because as you know, money goes to those who are courageous enough to pursue it. Money goes to those willing to put enough energy to allow it to manifest in their life. And sometimes people quit too soon. They quit before the breakthrough moment. And maybe Red Fridays allow me to reset myself that I'm never as good as I think I am. That life is gone in a flicker. That I could be taken away tomorrow. And I want to make sure that my children and my wife and my business partners and my clients know that I loved them. That I give it everything I had. That in spite of setbacks, in spite of the doubters, the naysayers, the people that didn't believe in me, at the end of the day, I believed in them. That I want to leave this world better after me than before me. And so, RED, if you choose to partake in this movement, to not only remember those who are fighting and defending our freedoms, the freedom of entrepreneurship, the freedom of capitalism, the freedom for you to go in business for yourself, work hard, bust your tail, and then get rewarded for that. That is meritocracy. That is capitalism. Those that put in the work get rewarded for it in this world, in this side of the conversation. This is the reason why America, because of capitalism, because of the freedoms to work as long as you want, to earn as much as you want, even though in the beginning you don't, it doesn't come to you right away. And maybe that's why your friends and family don't follow you right away, because they think that you need to punch in a clock and get rewarded right away. That's not the world of entrepreneurship. Freedom for the people that are fighting it. Listen, these colors never run. The red, the white, and the blue, baby. These colors never run. They constantly fight. And if you want to honor the fight, you fight yourself. You fight for your freedom. Nobody's gonna hand you freedom. Nobody's gonna hand you success. You gotta fight for success. And the more you fight, and the more you sacrifice, the greater the reward, the greater the blessing, the greater the example. So, with that being said, I know I'm the money smart guy that had absolutely nothing to do with money, but you know, money is a mindset. Money is energy. Money is courage. Money is responsibility. And if you're not in the position of where you want to be financially, look at the people that are fighting for it. I've seen a lot of people. Here's the thing too, in the business world, I've seen a lot of people not follow God, right? Not have any faith, but yet they use faith principles. Yet they use godly principles. They use Proverbs. Man, listen, if anything, I want to lead you to the book of Proverbs and Ecclesiastes in the Bible. It's got nothing to do with shoving Jesus down your mouth either, or religion. But if you just read Proverbs, which is written by King Solomon, and King Solomon's father was David. And David and Goliath, you know the story about David and Goliath, the little David versus big giant, and he took out his slingshot and he slayed the giant. That's you too. And by the way, David had a years and years of preparation before that day ever came. And I want you to know that you continue to prepare. You continue to act. You get ready to slay that giant when the giant appears. That you say, you know what, giant? I can take you down. I can take you down because I walk in faith. I walk in courage. There's going to be many giants in the business world. There's going to be many people trying to distract you. There's going to be financial situations that feels like giants and mountains. But I want you to know that if you take courage and you go out there and you fight for your freedom, that even though you may come out and you get beat down, you get knocked down, you get right back up, man. You get right back up and you fire away. That's happened to me plenty of times. I've had financial setbacks. I had business setbacks. I've had people that disappointed me. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't discourage me. Because you know why? Disappointed is just a temporary situation. It's a mental moment in time. Disappointments. But I never let anybody touch my heart. Outside of my God, my children, my wife, I don't let them touch my heart. Why? Because if they touch your heart and they strip it from you, then you're discouraged. You're discouraged when people touch your heart and they rip it from you and they show you your heart. I never let anybody do that to me, man. Heck no. I'll be disappointed all day long, but you'll never discourage me. You'll never discourage me. When I fight for my family, when I fight for my finances, when I fight for my business, yes, I may be disappointed, but you'll never discourage me. Because my faith is not in man. My faith is in a greater power. My faith is in my ability to think bigger. Karen's wearing red. Karen Love just pulled up. And listen, I'm excited to meet you in Miami. Here's my special announcement. Of all my travels in the world, in the military, all over the Pacific, Middle East, I've been all over the world. I've been into multiple states. I don't think there's a state I have not been to. But you know where I've not been to? I've never, ever been to Miami. Yeah, I've never been to Miami, ever. And I will be in Miami this weekend at an event hosted by Brittany Palaez and Tony Martinez of PHP Agency, and they run the Financial Fitness Movement team and TKO team. And I'm going to be there this weekend. I'm actually flying in today. I had a quick breakfast meeting here, but I'm flying in today. But I'm looking forward, if you are in Miami or in the area, or you like to just drive down to Miami, or like I say, Miami, I will be at the Aloft Miami Doral. I'll put the address up here. But if you'd like to meet me in Miami, I'll be at the Aloft Miami Doral Saturday, tomorrow, from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Love to meet you guys at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning in Miami. We're going to be talking about entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about going from scratch to success, 0 to hero, the 5 gotchas of money, the 4 homes of money, the 3 tax buckets. We're going to be talking about how you can take this beautiful thing called entrepreneurship and capitalism to help you to make more money, so therefore you actually have money to save and invest and put away. Because the thing that changed my life was not when somebody did my budget. What changed my life was when somebody didn't break down insurance or 401ks to me. I was very frustrated at that point. I was very frustrated about my budget. I was very frustrated that I could only save $75 a paycheck. I was very frustrated that I was $20,000 in debt. What changed my life was when somebody said, here's how you can make more money. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But teach him how to fish, and he'll eat forever. And I love if you would share this video. You love to share this video with somebody in Miami. You love to share this video for somebody that needs a word of encouragement today to pursue their dreams or goals and their hopes to that this thing called entrepreneurship. You're not that crazy after all. For many, many years, people thought I was crazy. And next thing you know, people say after a while, then they see our success, they say, "Yo, what, Matt, we knew you had it in you all the way." And I want you to know that it's all about meeting the right people, having the right conversation, having the right talks in your ear, in order for your life to change. And with that being said, guys, I look forward to seeing you in Miami this weekend. I look forward to you guys participating in Red Fridays every Friday. It's not a Money Smart Movement thing. It's not a PHP agency thing. This is a military America freedom thing. Red Fridays, man. Remember, everybody deployed. And for tomorrow, I'll see you guys in Miami at the Aloft Miami Doral, 3265 Northwest 107th Avenue in Miami, hosted by Brittany Palaez and Tony Martinez, Financial Fitness Movement Teams, and TKO. Hey man, let's knock out your debt. Let's go knock out your paycheck to paycheck. Let's go knock out the fact that you've been in the same financial position for many, many years already. Let's knock out the fact that you haven't gotten a pay raise in years. Let's knock out the fact that that you're in a financial predicament that you can't seem to find a way out. Let's knock that out. Let's play offense. Let's meet, me and you, in Miami tomorrow, Saturday, June 24th, 10 a.m. If not, and you don't happen to be in Florida, please like, comment, share this video, like our page, comment, subscribe, and let people know about Red Fridays. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the comments. Tina, Mashad, Mama Miriam Berry, Saudi Rogers, nice to see you guys. Madeline Noguera, see you, Madeline, in Miami. Look forward to meeting you and your family. Her husband's a Marine. Look forward to seeing you, Devil Dog. Thank you for all your comments here, man. And there you go. Saudi Rogers, accredited financial counselor for the Navy. Looking forward to connecting with you. Nanu says I got a cigar. Dude, I'm looking for that cigar, brother. Okay? I got to go. I got a breakfast meeting, and I got a new business partner here to meet. So until we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today. God bless you guys. Have a great week. Red Fridays.